Hello, mathematicians. Today we're going to be learning about integers, more specifically how to use a number line to find the opposite of integers. To get us started, here we have a problem that says find the opposite of the following integer, which is -3. So we know that -3 is to the left of this number line because it's a negative integer. So the point graphed at -3 is 3 units to the left of 0. In order to find its opposite, we need to find out what number is the same units away from 0, but in the opposite direction. So the point that is the same number of units to the right of 0 is 3. And that's because 3 is 3 units to the right of 0, which is in the opposite direction. This means that 3 is the opposite of -3. Here we have another problem, and this time we have a vertical number line. So here we have 4, and the point graphed at 4 is 4 units above 0. So in order to figure out the opposite, we need to figure out what number is 4 units below 0. So the point that is the same number of units below 0 is -4. So this means that -4 is the opposite of 4, and that's because 4 is 4 units above 0, and -4 is 4 units below 0, making them opposites of each other. Here we have another example that says, find the opposite of the following integer, which is 5. So here we have 5, and it's to the right of our number line because that is where our positive integers are. And the point graphed at 5 is 5 units to the right of 0. In order to find the opposite, we need to figure out what number is 5 units to the left of 0. So the point that is the same number of units to the left of 0 is -5. And that's because -5 is 5 units to the left of 0. This means that -5 is the opposite of 5. Here we have our final example, which says find the opposite of the following integer, which is -2. -2 is 2 units below 0. And in order to find the opposite, we need to figure out what number is 2 units above 0. The point that is the same number of units above 0 is 2. And that's because 2 is 2 units above 0. This means that 2 is the opposite of -2.